All right. I love that music. It gets me started. Hello, Life Extension family, and welcome to Life Extension Live. I know you're probably thinking, wait, what is going on? You guys don't normally go live until Wednesdays at 3. Well, we have a special week this week. Life Extension has partnered with some awesome registered dietitians. They are amazing experts in their field, and we have a campaign right now. It's called Own My Wellness, and we're going to be talking about different topics with these amazing RDs, and I have an amazing one with me. Her name is Isabel Smith. She's a nationally recognized RD, and she is the CEO and founder of Isabel Smith Nutrition that I think is out in New York City. Isabel, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. Super excited to be here.
Awesome. So are you out in New York? Is that where you're at?
Yeah.
I'm nice.
in the city. Yeah.
Is it cold yet?
Yes. This morning it was 45 and rainy. So yes.
That's like dead of winter for me here in South Florida. No, I wouldn't.
I know that's about as cold as it gets for you, right?
Yes. No, we're like 85 today. That's going to be great.
Oh,
I'm going to go swimming in the pool later, just so you know.
I can dream. I'll sit here and dream about it.
Hey, so Isabel, tell us a little more about yourself.
So I'm an integrative registered dietitian, which means that I think about the person as a whole. I think about their organs and their cells and their sleep and their stress. And so I work with one-on-one clients. I also work with groups, do a lot of allergy work. I do a lot of gut work, a lot of different types of things. I'm also a Reiki practitioner. So I can't put my hands on people anymore due to COVID, but I like to use it kind of in thinking about energetics with my clients and just in general. So I'm more in the holistic space, but thinking about the person as a whole.
Yeah, great. Love that answer. That's what we believe at Life Extension. I'm a medical doctor, but the audience knows that I'm a holistic, integrative doctor. And listen, at the end of the day, Isabel, I'm a big fan of whatever works for the person. I'm not pro or anti anything. I'm pro you. I'm pro the audience members, right? That's what I do.
Same.
And so that's great to hear that we have that synergy between each other.
Totally.
So, hey, we're going to talk about energy and why that is so important to, your practice, your clients and patients and Life Extension customers. I don't know if you know this. So in my clinical practice, Isabel, when I was practicing, no matter what you would come see me with, you could come into the office with a headache, a stomach ache, bad joints. I mean, it didn't matter. One of the first things that I always tried to do was to improve energy for people. Because, think about it. If you can't make good cellular energy, and if you don't feel energized, anything else I try to do is going to be an uphill battle, right? I mean, it's going to be a tough journey. So energy at the end of the day, for me, is a foundational issue for everyone, any age, no matter what your goals are across the board. What do you think about that? And what kind of conversations do you have as an RD with your clients about energy?
Totally. It is one of the first questions that I ask, clients, anybody, right? It's like, how do you actually feel, right? I get a lot of people who come to me and they say, I'm really tired. I can't get out of bed in the morning, but my blood work is perfect. So my doctor has said to me, everything's fine, but I'm dragging myself around. And I'm like, that's something we have to address.
Yes.
Right? Because our bodies are amazing and they're resilient and they bounce back if we give them what they need. And also if we have the energy to actually do the work.
Yeah. Oh, that's I like what you said, because this is something that drives me a little crazy with some of my medical doctor colleagues. I hate it when the conventional medicine paradigm, that worldview on things, I hate it when other medical doctors put lab results before how somebody feels. Right? That drives me. Like somebody literally is coming in and saying, I don't feel right. I don't, I can't, maybe it's not a headache, but I'm having a hard time, like you said, getting up. Right? Yeah. Like that. And I used to not be like that. And so the answer is, well, let's do some labs. Everything looks fine. Maybe you're just depressed. Like that's
Tell in
like
your
the
head.
go-to answer, right? And I hate that. I hate when labs are good, yet I still have a patient with symptoms, and I have colleagues that basically they're just done. No, I don't know what to do, right? So so I love this. This is so important. One of the foundational nutrients. I actually wrote a book called The Supplement Pyramid, and I laid out what I believe are kind of like the core supplements for people to take. Now, of course, in the book, I first talk about a healthy diet, right? I mean, that's key. Supplements only supplement a diet. I know we're aligned with that. I want people to get good nutrition. We're overfed and undernourished in this country, right? We need to reverse that completely. But with that said, when you lay out, what are some of these core key supplements, I always talk about at the top of that list or close to the top of that list, something called CoQ10, and specifically a form called ubiquinol CoQ10. And I don't know how familiar you are with how this works, but CoQ10 really, I mean, you think about it, you mentioned the body is amazing, right? Like we have these amazing machines. We can actually convert energy from food into cell energy. I mean, think about that.
Yep. It's amazing. It's amazing.
We could turn that in. And CoQ10 is kind of like at the center of that. It's a nutrient that draws the energy from the food, converts it into more of that chemical energy that the mitochondria can actually produce. It's called ATP. It's a core nutrient I believe everybody needs to be supplementing with, because you really don't find it in food and stuff. It really does have to be something you supplement with. What is your experience with CoQ10? How are you using that as an RD in your practice?
Yeah, so I love CoQ10 because I'm always, as we just talked about briefly, thinking about, this person has sluggish digestion or they can't get out of bed, or so what's happening in their cells? Do their cells have the energy that they need to do what we need them to do, right? And so when we think about that, we think about ATP. ATP is the foundational, energy source for the body, right. And making more of it is important, particularly for people who are tired. So key nutrients that I like to think of, CoQ10 is one of the most important ones. And when I think about it, I also think about, what their diet's like. Are they getting enough healthy fat? Is their cell membrane healthy? Do they have what they need? So when it comes to thinking about what specific nutrients does this tired person who I'm talking with, or who was sitting in my office, who's now on Zoom with me, might be lacking, it's often CoQ10. So I use CoQ10 a lot, especially for helping to energize, because it does actually provide a bit of a boost of energy. When I have people start taking it, they'll often say to me, give them a week or two, and they're like, I have better energy. I actually feel energetic.
Yeah, that's a good point too. So if your level of CoQ10 is really low, which you can test it. There's a blood test for CoQ10, and we offer it at Life Extension if you're interested. And if your level is, and sometimes if people are interested in doing that, I'll do the blood test first. Like let me just see where I'm at a baseline, and then that helps me to put them on the right dose of the supplement form. And what I have found, Isabel, if somebody is really, really low in CoQ10, when they start taking it, they're like, woohoo, like I feel really good. Now, over time, and this is important that I think we set the expectation for people, that real energy kind of levels off a little bit, and that's a good sign. It means your body is maintaining good CoQ10 levels. But people at first, they feel pretty good on it. If you don't mind, do you take CoQ10, or have you taken CoQ10?
I do. I do take it every day. Well, not every day, many days. I personally have a history of sluggish energetic cells from being on ADD meds for about 20 years.
Okay. Yep.
So when I stopped, my cells were really depleted. And so CoQ10 was actually one of the things that really helped, along with B vitamins and some other things, really helped me to personally energize. I also have a lot of clients who take statins, and statins can be depleting on CoQ10.
Good point. Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
So, and I'll always ask, did your cardiologist or did your doctor, inform you to take a CoQ10? Many say yes, many say no. So it's something that I always, check on, especially if somebody's taking a statin.
Yeah, Isabel, the answer is yes. They should be on CoQ10 if they're taking a statin. There should be no debate in the conventional medical world about that. So that's fantastic. Now, I wanted to mention there's two broad forms of CoQ10. One is called ubiquinone, which is an older form that does not absorb very well. The newer form that I do want people to take, and I encourage, your clients, life extension customers, it's
like
called
the one I have sitting right here on my desk.
Is that it right there? Yes, that's the life extension bread. Yeah. So that is, that's the form you want, is ubiquinol. You know how you remember this? You say, all right, so the old form is ubiquinone, and it ends in the last letters are N-O-N-E, none. Pretty much none gets into your system. The new form, ubiquinol, all of it gets into your system. That's how you can kind of help your clients remember that. And I teach that to the life extension audience as well. So CoQ10, and again, I think you'll agree with me, Isabel, it's not the only thing out there for good, healthy energy. But again, it's a great place to start. Right. And I think you agree with that. And then if somebody needs some more stuff, then we can talk about the B vitamins. We can talk about, adaptogenic herbs. And there's many other things we could layer into that. But I just think that the foundation really is built on healthy diet, good lifestyle, reducing stress, good sleep, and some CoQ10. Ubiquinol.
Agree.
CoQ10. Isabel, where can the Life Extension Live audience find you? Like where are you at out there in the internet world?
So on Instagram and on Facebook, I'm Isabel Smith Nutrition, just like my name, but with a nutrition at the end. Same thing with my website, isabelsmithnutrition.com.
Great. Awesome. Thank you for joining me today. So, hey, Life Extension audience, don't get thrown off this week. We have some other live events coming up that's not at the normal time. So I wanted to let you know that tomorrow, Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be talking with my friend Reagan Jones, who's also a registered dietitian, and we're going to be talking about the importance of the immune system. And then on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, we have the Nutrition Twins, and we're going to be talking, that didn't come out right, Nutrition Twins, and we're going to be talking about mental health issues, obviously during this crazy pandemic time. Hey, and if you want to learn more about these episodes, learn more about Isabel, go to lifeextension.com/own my wellness. And you can see Robson just put that up on the screen. That's /own my wellness. Isabel, have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me. And until next time, Life Extension Live, take care. Bye-bye.